Every guy has a spec, every lady has a spec. And guess what? They all created their spec from their parent. So for a guy, every guy look forward to marry a woman who looks exactly like his mom. If his mom is fair, he's definitely going to look out for a lady that is fair. And if his for a lady, if her dad is dark or fair, she's always going to look out for a guy or a man who is dark or fair. So finding a spec is not hard. You just need to come to the consciousness of the things you need to find, because more than the complexion, more than the looks, more than the height, there is more to it. Hi guys, hi everyone. Greetings to you all watching me this minute. If you are a returning subscriber, you are welcome. And if you're a new subscriber, welcome back. Welcome to my channel. This is a place where we discuss about purposeful living, personal development, mental health, and lifestyle. So what we have today is how to find your spec. So before we go on, I am Obans, the CEO and the founder of the very best writing and personal development academy known as Vita W. So I wouldn't want to go further. You can just check us out on Instagram and Facebook. So today I want to enlighten us on how to find your spec. By the way, I said I was going to disclose my relationship status on this video. How to find your spec. So welcome to the generation. Like, this is the generation where people choose their partner according to what they feel, what they are going to gain, or their facial look. Well, all these things are factors, but they are not a major factor of choosing a life partner. Because when I mean a spec, I mean a spouse, because it's just a slang used for a spec. So you need to understand that, first of all, in order to choose someone, you have to first understand yourself. Because if you don't understand yourself, you don't know your weaknesses, you don't know your strength, you will barely understand someone else. You will barely even know what they are there to do in your life. So the first step in order to choose your spec is to know who you are. Self-awareness. What are you made of? What can't you do? What can you do? What are your limits? How do you act to anger? All these things you have to be intentionally aware of, because this is the team you are made of. In other words, you need to understand your temperament first, because if you understand yourself, you can easily understand other people. You can easily tell why they do a certain thing and why they do not do a certain thing. Yes, I wrote a book on that, Be the CEO of Emotions. Nevertheless, after you've understood yourself, the next thing you have to find out is, what are you lacking? When I mean what are you lacking, I don't mean maybe you don't have money, or you don't have manners, or I don't know. But all these things like money, manners, all these things can be worked on, and they can be achieved by yourself. You can achieve it by yourself. Now, when I mean what you cannot easily achieve by yourself, I mean maybe you're struggling with procrastination. That means you need someone who can be your cheerleader, someone who will always be there to motivate you to get to work. That is some of the things. I'm just giving you an instance. Those are some of the things you need to know. Your weaknesses. The moment you know your weaknesses, you now know that you needed someone who is already stable in this aspect, in this category of life, that can help you stabilize. Because one of the reasons why people come together to get married or be together is for companionship. And when we mean companionship, it's not just all about having someone to talk to. It also entails having someone to help you out when you are helpless. And this does not just mean like when you're in trouble. There are several things. When you are down in prayer, someone who can pray with you or pray for you. When you are not feeling motivated, probably you are an entrepreneur, you're not feeling motivated, someone who can ginger you up to get works done. Okay, so that is the second thing you need to know. The third thing you need to know is the other person. Now, in order to choose a spec, don't just see someone. Yes, We can be attracted to people. Attraction is what we call love at first sight. Like strong attraction is what we call love at first sight. There is nothing as love at first sight. You can't love someone you have not known. What if they are possessed? That is it. Because if you truly love someone, if you truly understand the word love, situations will not sway you. It shouldn't stop you from loving them. That is where people say I love you, and tomorrow they find out you are epileptic and they be like, no, I cannot marry you. That is not love. That is attraction. You are just attracted to them. Now this is the first stage of interest. This is the first stage of considering if someone is likely going to be your spec or not. Now when you are attracted to someone, you have to first get acquainted with them. I always teach that there are three stages of relationship. We have the attraction stage, the acquaintance stage, the friendship stage, the dating stage, or probably closer relationship stage, and maybe marriage. That is for opposite sex, please. So now you've seen a particular person you're attracted to. This is a time to build that friendship. This is a time to nurture your relationship with that person. Now the Bible said that when the foundation is destroyed, what shall the righteous do? I'm talking to those who understand the principle of life. And if you do not understand that, you want to understand, this is the principle of life. You don't jump it. You don't just go in there and maybe start telling someone, I want to marry you. It happens and it works for a certain number of people, a certain kind of people. But in order to be on the safer side, in order not to make mistake, because one thing God cannot do for you is to choose a life partner for you. He can give you wisdom to make your choice, but He doesn't choose a life partner for us. The first and last time He did it, He was blind. So God have given us that opportunity. He has given us that power. He has given us that privilege to choose for ourselves. All you have to demand is wisdom to know who to choose, and you can barely discern by just looking at someone. It works for some people depending on their level of relationship with God. But for you who is just coming up, you're just growing up, there is need for developing friendship with these people. Now you've seen someone you're attracted to, whether a guy or a lady. Get to know them. Get to know their weakness. Get to know their strength. Get to know their makeup, the kind of person they are, how they react to problems. Now we are talking about how to choose a spec, how to know your spec, how to find your spec. So the moment you understand that person, who they are, what they can do and what they cannot do, then you check yourself, because you now know what you need someone to compliment you on. You now know the kind of person you are and the kind of person that you can easily adapt to it. Then you will decide if the person you're attracted to, as you go on with a friendship, you decide if this person has this quality I needed. Now, don't make unrealistic expectations, because nobody is perfect. The most important thing is that maybe the person checked 80% of your expectations, of your needs, then you are good to go, because nobody is going to have it all figured out 100%. Not even you, nor me. So you have to intentionally understand it. Now, another way you can easily know your spec is the place of purpose. The place of purpose, because sometimes people's purpose and vision, they are two different parts. They are two different way apart. But there is this place you guys come to meet. And this is not like maybe you are a doctor, he or she is a doctor. This is an avenue where you understand that despite the fact that this my spouse to be, or this my potential spec, is not someone who is so interested in music, but the fact that you realize that I'm interested in music, they got interested in music, or this spec of mine is not interested in fashion per se, and maybe you yourself, you're interested in fashion, in making dresses, and that person is not interested in it, but you began to see, as you guys became friends, they began to develop interest because it is you. They are willing to learn, and you, because it is them, you are willing to feature in their own place of purpose. Like you are just interested, you want to know what is going on there, and you want to help out, you want to contribute, you want to get involved. That is an alignment of purpose. Because I wrote in my book, one of the ways you should know a life partner, let's just call it what it is, right? Spec is just a slang. It's just a life partner, a soulmate, is when your purpose align. And purpose alignment does not just entail when you guys are moving the same train. Let me say you're a minister, the person is a minister. No, I know people who are not, the wife is not a minister, the man is not a minister, but they have realized that, okay, I'm not a minister, but I have to ensure that I am there for my husband or I am there for my wife. And it's working for them. They are having a very wonderful marriage. So that is one of the ways you should know your spec. Remember that finding a spec comes with self-awareness, knowing who you are, what you are made of, your weaknesses, your strengths, and what you need. Because what you need is different from what you want. Some people want big bobs, they want guys with mustache and all that. See, those things are good. Fair ladies, dark ladies, ladies with long hair, ladies with V face, and all that and all that and all that. It's cool. Like, it's cool to desire. Because myself, I have my own need. I have my own need in that physical aspect. But nevertheless, let that not stop you from choosing the person if they take the inward being. Because when it comes to mustache, when someone gym for some time interval, they're going to get as much as they're going to get fit. And for ladies, when they give birth and all that, they're going to develop a certain part of their body is going to develop more than what you are seeing. It's even better you marry them. I just needed you to understand that once that person check your 80% of what you need, 85%, like, you are good to go. The rest can align. The most important thing is that you understand that person. They are interested in you. They are truly interested in you. You are truly interested in them, and they can easily complement you. And you guys have interest in each other's purpose, in each other's vision, to ensure that you see it come to pass. Then the next stage, decide and go and talk to that person. Now, if you're a lady, we are in the society where you cannot easily talk to a guy and tell him, oh, I have feelings for you. Girls do talk to guys and tell him about their feelings. But I'm in the category of people that are not going to do that. I cannot do that. Bride, call it whatever, but if it's something you can do, it's okay. If the person says, no, I don't like you, I don't feel what you feel, then you can move on. You didn't kill nobody, you killed nobody, right? The most important thing is that you voiced out your feeling. If you're a guy, voice out your feeling. It's better you voice it out, the person knows, and you get your yes or no, than you have it in mind, you keep on killing yourself, keep on trying to hold it back, and eventually the person gets married, you get heartbroken without even getting in a relationship with them. That's pathetic. So don't do that, okay? So ensure that your purposes are aligned. They love God if you're a Christian, or they understand your religion, they're interested in your religion, they're interested in who you worship, okay? Because that's a key factor. Religion, mindset, all these things have really limited a lot of people in their journey of becoming one rather, to becoming one. So you have to check their mindset. What do they feel about this? What do they think about this? What their view on this? How do they handle this? And the rest of it. This is going to go a long way. So a quick recap: understand you, understand your weakness, your strengths, what you need and not what you want. Understand the person you are attracted to. Become friends with them first, and know if the things you get to find out literally are things you can condone in a long-term relationship that are most likely going to lead to marriage. Find out if your purpose align. And I've already explained what alignment of purpose entails. It doesn't just mean There's no need to explain again. So mindset, understand how they think, their view on some certain things, their view on sex, their view on religion, their view on prayer, their view on God, their view on the Holy Spirit, and other sensitive parts of your journey as a Christian. Also find out their level of exposure. Are they willing to learn? Are they teachable? All those things are very, very important. So this is the best I can give you, and I promise to tell you guys my relationship status. Okay, as at what date is today? Okay, as at 29th March 2022, I am single. No, I am not ashamed of it. I just concealed it for personal reasons, because sometimes I get disturbed a lot. So I rather keep it to myself, because I think I rather say it attracts leeches, and myself, I hate people bothering me actually. And this is not me saying that my specs are now out there. I am single for a very personal reason. I cannot share on this video, but I hope you got value. Remember to subscribe to my channel, share with your friends and loved ones. On our next video, I'll be tweeting on how to manage your emotions. It's likely going to be a series: how to manage your emotions when you lost a loved one, how to manage your emotions when you got a breakup, how to manage emotions when you lost a business, how to manage your emotions when you're battling with your past. So thank you so much for watching my video. I remain Ella Obans, the CEO of the very best writing and personal development academy of our time. I will see you on the next video. Do well to subscribe. Have you done that? I'm waiting. Thank you.